What's your scary movie?
Hey guys. Sorry, it had to be done. Oh, I think we can take that light out my eyes now. I feel like I'm getting blinded by that. Right, so, hey guys, how you all doing? As you probably guessed, if you didn't read the title, you probably guessed by now, this is the Halloween ones I was talking about. My version of a Halloween special. I'm not exactly sure what you meant to do for a Halloween special, to be honest with you, so I sort of winged it. So, yeah, that was a terrible, terrible reenactment of the Ghostface Killers from Scream there, but there you go. So, yeah. So, Halloween ones, these Halloween tarts. You can tell I've been under that mask for a while, it sent my hair crazy. Anyway, so, yeah. Halloween tarts. To be honest with you, not that many of them. Very, very, very hard to find in the UK for some strange reason. Pretty much tried every shop where we live, got absolutely nowhere, so ended up going back to my favourite place of York. Had a look around the city centre there, see for anything. Still couldn't find anything there, so ended up going to a outlet called York Designer Outlet, that's the one. Went to York Designer Outlet, and they've got a Yankee candle outlet store there. It's an official Yankee candle store, which I never knew anything about. I'm glad I do now, obviously. So, managed to pick up all of 2, which isn't great, but no matter. One way or another, I've managed to make it so I can do actually 4 of these videos. Not going to do them all tonight, though. I'm going to do one tonight, I think I'm going to do one in a few nights, and then probably a couple beginning next week, somewhere like that anyway. Why am I not putting them up on Halloween? Well, 2 reasons. One, because I want you guys to actually see the review, see if you like it. If you do, go out and buy them. And 2, I'm not going to be here on Halloween. I'm going to be in York. Because it was always a ritual to every year to end up in York. Most haunted city pretty much in the world. Love the atmosphere there, absolutely amazing. If you've never been, or you know, it's definitely worth a trip any time of year. But Halloween, the atmosphere is amazing. It really is. Even better if it rains. Yeah, you get drenched. Yeah, you probably end up with flu or cold, but it just adds something to the atmosphere. It's like something you'll never experience anywhere else. So, unless of course you go to Salem in America, which I don't think quite stands. York stands up to. I think Salem's probably, you get the idea. So, enough of that. So, this is ghostly treats, apparently. So, a ghost and a buzzard? A buzzard on there. Or a crow. We'll go with crow. I say everybody remembers the Brandon Lee movie with crow. That one. We'll go with that. So, what does it smell like? Everybody's saying at home, saying, shut up, just tell us what it smells like. Oh, it smells gorgeous. Surprisingly, because last year we got a Halloween tart. I'm not going to review it for 2 reasons. One, we burnt it all. Not the greatest move on earth. And 2, because it's god-awful and I can't see why anybody would want it. And that one was Witch's Brew. And that was hideous. But this is really, really nice. Now, I smell vanilla in there, so it got me wondering, is this just a renamed version of the one that used to be called Boo, or Boo-Nilla? I think there was one called Boo-Nilla in really early days. I'm not sure if it is or not. I mean, either way, it smells like a hint of vanilla with really, really strong sweets. You know, like the type that I mentioned in the Candy Cane Lane video? Very, very similar to that. If you've not seen the Candy Cane Lane video, go check that out. It'll make more sense than I promise you. So yeah. Throw-wise, I don't think it's got the greatest throw. I don't think it's one of those types where you burn it and you can smell it in every room of the house. You can just about fill, like the one room that you got it in, so it's not like a giant ballroom or something. Not like everybody's going to be sat at home thinking, well, yeah, I've got a ballroom. But yeah, it's really nice. Oh, it's really sweet. And as you know, I like my sweet smells, so it is a really, really nice you know, sweety kind of vanilla smell, but I swear I can smell a hint of mint in there. My wife and pretty much everybody else says we can't, but for some strange reason I am doing so. I'd use your own judgment on that. If it is some kind of mint in there, I think it's mild. I don't think it's very strong, but it does smell like old-fashioned sweets, like the old proper candy store type ones or sweet shop ones. So yeah, I mean, if you can get your hands on this, it's definitely worth getting. Now, I went to Peter Jones. They said they'd had them in and sold out, but everywhere else I went, pretty much nobody had it. So, I mean, there's a very, very good chance if you go to some of the bigger candle shops, they might have it. Or, you know, like if you're anywhere near, sort of, if you're in UK, go to, you know, like the big kind of shopping centres, probably the candle shops in there have got them. But all the little places don't. They've just got the regular stuff. So, if you can get your hands on it, it's worth getting. It really is nice. I mean, it's just something different for Halloween, you know. So, Halloween's my favourite time of the year anyway, so had to get something for it. I mean, like I said, every year Halloween, the general idea is we pile to York. Last year it didn't happen, obviously, I've had someone in the hospital. I mean, cause the idea was we were meant to go to York. He wasn't meant to have been there by that point, but seems he decided to come 10 weeks early. Kind of threw us off a little bit. So, yeah, so Halloween my favourite time of year. So yeah, get that. Definitely get that. Out of the Halloween ones so far, that's the best one. Like I said, I only actually have 3 Halloween tarts. I did say I was going to do 4 videos. The reason why I'm going to do 4 videos is because I have come up with a mixology, a Halloween mixology. So definitely worth trying. As I mentioned before, I do have this thing for Halloween. So if you're sort of going out on Halloween, great. If you're not, burn a little bit of that. I don't know. Halloween classics, My Bloody Valentine. Not really anything to do with Halloween, but very, very good for watching. I'm not generally hack and slash, but, you know, it's brilliant film, really, really well done. For any blokes watching this, there is a completely naked woman in 3D. You know, it were alright, I suppose. It was what it was. She wasn't no Scarlett Johansson. Or my wife. So, yeah, I got a funny look then. No, she didn't know, but I know, I've got to tell blokes this stuff. And for all the women out there, I would imagine the fact that Jensen Ackles is in it from Supernatural will probably do that. So, yeah. So, another one of my wonderful recommendations. Also, I would probably say, you know, for Halloween, there is some very, very good episodes of Supernatural. I would imagine most people watching these know what Supernatural is. If you've not actually watched any, it's worth a watch, and some of those episodes are amazing for Halloween. Absolutely amazing. So, I mean, I've got to say that 'cause I'm a major Supernatural fan. For anyone in any kind of doubt of how big a fan I am, I would imagine that would probably give some kind of suggestion of how big a fan I am of Supernatural. So, yeah, there you go. So, definitely Supernatural episodes, My Bloody Valentine. I will mention a few more in the next stuff. I might actually be helpful if I get the DVDs out and show you them. I'm not exactly a DVD review, I'm a candle review, but still, Halloween, got to tell you some cool stuff. So, thank you very much for putting up with me for this entire video. I dread to think how many minutes this has gone on for now. Probably longer than what I intended it to. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next review, hopefully within the next few days. See you all later.